What's going on, guys? James here again. Starting at the second half of Dual Triangle, Team XZ is now complete with Vernusylph Melffy. For today's feature matches throughout the whole entire second half, you got 5 fusion decks, not to mention 3 of which are branded, 1 Primite, Dark Magician Azamina, and a loner deck of Primite Dragoon Turbo. Along with the 2 links are Trickstar and Marincess. And what's funny about both of those link decks I faced were actually from the same secret pack called Essence of Flora and Ocean. So, small amount of link gameplay. We shall start with links first, and then we go to the fusions. And with his hand going second, nothing but board breaker at his finest. So Darkroom Nightmare, Real Normal Candina, Light Stage, getting Glossed Out Aqua Angel. Oh, and it's Simplified Game State. And of course, hand information of mine is revealed due to Aqua Angel. So basically, what my opponent is saying can confirm this hand of mine is beyond brutal. Simplified game state. The Lost Out Holly Angel too, by the way. Blizzard the Darkroom of Nightmare, make it cold as ice, so that way I will not take any further damages off from Darkroom. Wallaby, Pony Horsey, Kitty Catty. And by Wallaby, Wally the Kangaroo. Light Stage, Trap Trick. Have the Imperm placed where Darkroom is. Flip up Imperm on Holy Angel just to cancel out the burn of Darkroom. Wallaby the Kangaroo, Puppy Doggy, and Fanny Foxy. Puppy Doggy. Special Calantosa the Bunny. Calantosa the Bunny, kill off Holy Angel because somewhere in that line of text, Trickstar monsters that she points to cannot be killed by battle or card effects. Blackris over Calantosa the Bunny and pass. Feather Duster at 3,800 left, by the way. Real Normal Puppy Doggy. XZ Shogun into number 45. Detach. Negate Lycris. Furnace a Rabbit. Discard Wallaby the Kangaroo. Get Calantosa the Bunny back. Reborn Puppy Doggy. XZ Shogun into Melffy at the Forest. Detach. Getting Melffy tag, which is the quick play Reborn. Reborn, Fanny Foxy, Crumble Logos over Trickstar Lycris, 100 by Fanny Foxy, and pass. Real Normal, Hoodie, Pony Horsey, getting Wallaby the Kangaroo from grade to hand, Fanny Foxy for Calantosa the Bunny, Calantosa kill off Hoodie, Live Stage getting Lycris, and 1 set. That's it. This sucks. The whole entire hand was going to be perfect with this infinite loop. Now that infinite loop is never going to happen throughout the rest of this game anymore because Trickstar Reincarnation is a card. In the history of OCG ban lists, Trickstar Reincarnation was at 1 for that exact reason, because not once a turn, banish the entire hand to draw that same number is beyond crazy. But at the same time, cards such as this and Drolin Lotbird, it's complete disaster for a hand loop, and that's why in the history of ban lists, in OCG specifically, card is at 1 for this exact reason. And with this new hand now, this completely changes everything. Simplified game state with the Vernusylphs package. Oh, and Reincarnation, bring back Lycoris. Now simplify game state. And due to having 5 Earth monsters, all monsters gain 1,000 boost, and it's pretty much game over from there. For the Link version of the matchups, with this hand, I'd say it's something. Well, in terms of versus Links, I should say. Real Normal Spring Girl, making Sea Angel, chain blocking. Melindrol, miss, getting Battle Ocean. Battle Ocean. Royal Dive. Nice. Getting Blue Tang. Toss out Aqua Angel. Coral Anemone. There's the dive. Reborn Blue Tang. Blue Slug. Getting Blue Tang for follow-up. Aqua Angel. Freeze Summon. Coral Triangle. Anemone for Spring Girl to hand. Basically, me showing my opponent the hand again can confirm this hand is literally nothing but animals. And in the Purge, it's meant for Coral Triangle to make sure that wave is not going to get searched. Coral Triangle, Purge, simplified game state. With the Crystal Heart up, it makes it so that any linked monster, in terms of using Crystal Heart as material, as long as it's in the EMZ, it is unaffected by your opponent's card effects. So most cases, it's the unstoppable meet the immovable, yet unliftable Aqua Argonaut. During your opponent's turn, when a spell trap card or the effect of a spell trap is activated on your side of the field, as a quick effect, you can special one of your Marincess monsters off from your back row, and if you do, negate that activated effect. Wallaby the Kangaroo, Puppy Doggy, Fanny Foxy, Freeze Summon in defense. Dive, Blue Tang, Alt R Ash, the Puppy Doggy, E-Telly for 2, being Kitty Catty and Pony Horsey. Toss out I believe the toss out was Seahorse. Talents 2. That's it. This sucks. Take my kitty catty. Smart. Blue Slug. Getting Seahorse. Blue Tang. Nothing. Seahorse from Blue Slug. Bounce back both. And obviously, Pony Horsey does nothing because no real targets. Simplified game state. Haggard Lizardos because it's a water, so the restriction on the summons do not matter at the slightest. Vernusylphs Rabbit, discard Changing Seasons, get back Pony Horsey, Reborn Puppy Doggy, Real Normal Pony Horsey, Exige Shoken into Ronin Raccoon Sendayu, highest on board, Aqua Argonaut, Token Crash Aqua, Coral, bring back Blue Tang to hand, Raccoon over Lizard, and that is no problem for Essence of Flora and Ocean. 2 Droll, Herald of Orange Light, Trickstar Lilybell, 3 Trickstar Hoodie. Realistically, each effect hard once per turn, I play one of it. 2 Ash, 2 Licorice. Anyone can play 1, 2, or 3. It's cool. 3 Candina, 2 Narcissus, 3 Aqua Angel, one of which is glossed out. Realistically, play one of this card because each affects one time only. 2 Trickstar Carbane, Raigeki, glossed out, Feather Duster, 2 Trickstar Festival, Angel of Blue Tears, Trickstar Magical Laurel, 3 Light Stage, 1 Live Stage, 2 Dark Room of Nightmare, one of which is glossed out. Traps, 3 Trickstar Reincarnation, 2 Imperm, 2 Gravediggers, Dominus Purge, Maiden of Blue Tears, Red Reboot. Extra that consists of Underworld Goddess, Access Code, Alt Art, by the way, SP Loner Knights, 2 Trickstar Bloom, 2 Trickstar Colchica, 2 Holy Angel, one of which is glossed out, Crimson Heart, Divaritus, Noble Angel, 2 of which to be precise, and Foxglove Bella Madonna. 40 Marincess, 2 Droll, I keep on contemplating between the Ash and Drolls. 2 Drolls, 3 Ash, one of which is Alt Art, 3 Fuelos, 1 Perulia, 2 Nib, 2 Talents, 3 Droplet, 3 Imperm, 1 Wave, and 3 Impulse. So most cases, 3, 4, 7, going second to be specific as a board breaker. So I guess you could say it's like 10, and then 12, 14, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So 23 in terms of hand traps. If we count Droplet as a board breaker, then 20 hand traps. So 20 to 23 non-engine, and then 17 to 20 main engine. 3 Seahorse, 3 Blue Tang, 1 Pascalis, Basila Lima, just the 1, 3 Spring Girl, 3 Aqua Angel. Once again, play one of this because each effect is one time only. 2 Marincess Dive, one of which is a Royal. Battle Ocean, just 1. And as I already mentioned earlier about Marincess Wave, because it's a name to search it out via Coral Triangle. extra deck consists of, starting with not naming Marinces first. Splash Mage, SP Little Knight, Haggard Lizardos, he's a water, so the summon restriction are from the side effects of dive do not matter at the slightest. World Sea Dragon Zealandis, it's water, and it makes it so that once the restriction applies in terms of dive, you basically cleared out the whole entire board in terms of versus non-water decks. Marinces names, 2 Blue Slug, 2 Sea Angel, 2 Coral Anemone, Crystal Hearts, Marble Rock, Coral Triangle, Great Bubble Reef, Aqua Argonaut. Onwards to versus fusion decks. With his hand going second, Vernusylphs plus Rescue Cat should be fine. So Foolish the Tragedy, Tragedy for Aluber, Real Normal, Imperm, Simplified Game State with 1 set. Real Normal Rescue Cat, preemptively firing Droplet by sending the Duster, Flourish Hills, discard, Wallaby the Kangaroo, Reborn, there's the Droll, the return of Diamond Eye Wolf, who has the ability to, on detach, target 1 Beast, Warrior, or Winged Beast monster you control, self included, and 1 other card anywhere on the field, kill it. Dire Wolf over Aluber, and pass. Lost, Heavy Storm, opponent is just basically showing that not so much out of steam. This next matchup with his hand beyond incredible. Real Normal Rescue Cat, Attempt, Bellerophon Wind-Up Kitten, Exige choking into Melffy at the Forest, getting Wallaby the Kangaroo, there's the Droll. Let me take a look. Can confirm. It's really good. So it doesn't matter what I do to the fusion deployment, because if I shuffle one of them away, you still got a second copy as a backup. And then Branded Banishment, that card can be fetched out by any means necessary. So the correct call is Allure of Darkness. Wallaby, Kitty Catty, free summon both, and pass. Deployment, we knew. 2 things in mind. Well, 3. 1, whoa, the summon animation. 2, glossed out alt art Albaz. And 3, Melffy at the Forest exists. It makes it so that Mirror Jade is a thing. So Imperm Albaz, Wallaby the Kangaroo, E-Telly for 2 being Puppy Doggy and Fanny Foxy, and the discard was Banishment. Forest, make sure Albaz cannot attack, and pass back. Exceed Shogun into Joyous Melffys. Detach. Tag. Reborn Kitty Catty. Exceed Shogun into Ronin Raccoon Sandayu. Highest on board. Joyous Melffys with 2,000. Detach. Getting Pony Horsey. Direct. Token on Albaz. And then the rest are direct. Wallaby the Kangaroo. Free special. Deployment. Two things in mind. One, cool on the summon animation. And two, alt art Blazing Cartesia. Cartesia. Joyous put itself back. Reborn Puppy Doggy. Fuse summon into Granguinol. Puppy Doggy. For Calentosa Bunny. Toss out Titani Clad. Banish. Calentosa the Bunny. Kill off the token specifically so we can have the space off from Wallaby's ability. Thespian Queritus, glossed out. Wallaby the Kangaroo, E-Telly for 2 being Puppy Doggy and Kitty Catty. Melffy at the Forest, make sure Queritus can't attack. Change everything to 0. An opponent is going to somehow fighting his way back on end phase. Titani Clad for Albaz, glossed out. There's Mirror Jade. Kitty Catty. Mirror Jade. Toss out Albion. Banish Kitty Catty. Albion. Getting in red 2-hand specifically so that it gets used at the same end phase. Another Albion. All in the same end phase. 2 fusions. Orlo Furious Dragon. Scrap Dragon and Albion and Puppy Doggy. All at end phase, fighting his way back. So, 2 Dark Dragons being Titani Clad and Albion. And it makes it so that, as a quick effect, target 1 monster you control and 1 card your opponent controls, kill them. So, Scrap Dragon of sorts. Flourishing Hills, discard Wallaby the Kangaroo. There's the Ash. Highest, both at 3K. Token at 3K. Real Normal Puppy Doggy. Exceed Shogun into another Sandayu. Everybody is at 3K. Token on Mirror Jade. Token on Furious. Simplified game state. Cartesia to hand. Tokens go away, but not double Sandayu. Simplified game state. The Return of Dino Magician, The Return of Zeus. Real Normal Pony Horsey. Switch to attack. Attack Pony Horsey. Get it back with Fanny Foxy. Now we can Zeus the whole entire thing away. Awesome animation there. Branded Sword was the set just to get Fallen Albaz back to hand. Glossed out alt art. And you just basically lose in a position by Zeus. we got another branded matchup with you guys, and this time, for going against fusion decks in general, we got D-Fusion covered. If anyone remembers this classic card from either A, the anime times, where Atem, aka the Pharaoh, splits up the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragons into 3 Blue Eyes and just straight up finished off Noah Kaiba from there. Or B, in the TCG land, during these Shaddoll formats, where if you see Constra or Winda, Defuse is the way to go to put the cards back, and it makes it so that you are able to play the game for free at that point. So as an old card, target one fusion monster anywhere on the field, kick it back to the extra deck. Then, if all of the materials that were used for its fusion summon are in your graveyard, you can special all of them. Flourishing Hills, Scarred, Changing Seasons, Awakening Forest, Reborn Flourishing, Awakening Forest, discarding Karis, toss out Vera, Reborn Awakening Forest, and 2-set. Albion, toss out Branded Sword, Future Deployment, Albion, Tool, Alt Art Albaz, Brandon in High Spirits, Royal Albaz, holy. Toss out Titani Clad, send Albaz, get the Spriggan's Kit, Real Normal Kit, getting... Jeez, branded players are eating good with the glossed out alt arts and the royals. Crazy. Put it back. Branded Fuse. Blizzard the Branded Fuse. End phase, Changing Seasons. Reborn Vera. Vera, bring back Tropicate Karis. Titanium Clad for Guiding Quem, for which, by the way, if I recall on Titanium Clad, get a Dogmatica monster of any kind. So Guiding Quem will always be a Dogmatica and Despia card. So Titanium Clad getting Guiding Quem, and then Guiding Quem fetching Cartesia from Dead to Graveyard. Cartesia, back to hand she goes. And pass. To attack, he goes. Vera, take the Quem. Exi into Diamond Dire Wolf. Real Normal Kitty Catty. Exi Shoken into Sandayu. Highest on board. Vera with 4,800 attack. Token at 48, and it's OTK City. Vera over Kit, token over Albaz, and Direwolf making it lethal. For the branded lists, starting with the first one, 2 Droll. Oh, this is Fat 60, by the way. 2 Droll, Despian Tragedy, 3 Alt Art Albaz, one of which is a Royal, 2 Aluber, or no, 3 Aluber. Aluber is one of those Alt Art as well. 2 Trapagame Mercurier, Spriggan's Kit, Royal Golden Sword Soul, Alt Art Blazing Cartesia, Guiding Quem, Bestial Magnamud, 3 Sarnier, 3 Albion Shrouded, 3 Bestial Lubellion, 2 Nibiru. Traps first, small amount, Branded Sword, Branded Banishment, Fusion Duplication, 2 Branded Retribution. Spell lineup, Feather Duster, Heavy Storm, Foolish, 3 Allure, That Grass Looks Greener, makes sense for a 60 card deck, 3 Hatrunades, Lightning Storm, 2 Feature Deployment, Tactics Talent, Branded in White, Branded Fuse, 3 Thrust, one of which is Royal, branded Lost, branded Regain. 2 Forbidden Droplet, branded Opening. 3 branded in High Spirits, branded in Red. Extra that consists of Orlo Furious, Titani-clad, glossed out, Sprind, 2 Albion branded to be specific, 2 of them, Despian Queritus, Tamir Jade, Lubellion, Alba Lenitus, Granguinol, Rin Brum, Albion Sanctifier, Chaos Star Source, Philia Regis. Next branded list. Another Fat 60, which of course, you gotta have that one copy of that grass. 2 Droll, Tragedy, 3 Ash, 2 of which are alt arts. Keeper of Dragon Magic, 3 Albaz, 2 of which are glossed out, and 1 of them is a alt art. 3 Aluber, 1 of which is an alt art. 2 Tribal Gamer Courier, Spriggan's Kit, Golden Sword Soul, 2 Blazing Cartesia, 1 of which is a alt art. 3 Guiding Quem, 1 glossed out Molcharmy Fulos, Bestial Magnamut, 3 Bestial Sornier, 2 Albion Shrouded, Chaos Nephes, 2 Bestial Lubellion, Nibiru, Traps small amount, same exact thing as the trap lineup, Sword, Banishment, Fusion Duplication, 2 Branded Retribution, spell lineup, Gold Sark, 3 Allures, as I already mentioned, that grass, 3 Fusion Deployment, Tactics Talent, Branded in White, Branded Fuse, 3 Thrust, Branded Lost, glossed out Branded Regain, Super Poly, Branded Opening, 3 Branded in High Spirits, Branded in Red. Extra that consists of Garura, Orlo Furious, Titani-clad, 2 Albion branded, glossed out Despian Queritus, Tamir Jade, Lubellion, Alba Lenitus, Granguinol, Rin Brum, Sanctifier, Albion Sanctifier, Chaos Star Source, glossed out, and coming in hot, Light and Darkness Dragon Lord. 1 level 8 Light Dragon, along with 1 level 8 Dark Dragon to make it. You got too many applications in terms of ways to making Light and Darkness Dragon Lord, for which, by the way, card slaps. And then the third and final branded list, Dark Magician, Despian Tragedy, 3 Ash, 1 of which is glossed out, 2 Fallen Albaz, or 3 Albaz, I should say. Ooh, that would have been weird. 1 of which is a Royal Rare OG art, and 1 alt art, 3 Aluber, 1 of which is glossed out, 2 Tribal Gamer Courier, 3 Spriggan's Kit, Golden Sword Soul, 3 Blazing Cartesia, Guiding Quem, Bestial Magnamud, 3 Sornier, Druid's Worm, glossed out, 2 Albion Shrouded, Ad Libitum Adespia, Bestial Lubellion, Nibiru, Traps First, small amount. It's literally the same. Branded Sword, Branded Banishment, Fusion Duplication, 2 Branded Retribution, this time adding in Brightest Blazing Branded King. Spell lineup, Gold Sark, 2 Allure. That grass looks greener in a fat 56 card deck, by the way. 2 Fusion Duplication, or not Fusion Duplication, sorry, Fusion Deployment, 2 of them, excuse me. Tactics Talent, 2 Branded in White, Royal Rare Branded Fuse, Branded Lost, Super Poly. This time, 2 Pokevy Clips, Branded Opening, 3 Branded in High Spirits, Branded in Red. Tons of massive branded, for that matter. Extra that consists of Orlo Furious Dragon, Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, Titani Clad, 2 Albion Branded, Despian Queritus, 2 Mirror Jade, Lubellion, Granguinol, Renbrum, Glossed Out, Albion Sanctifier, Chaos Star Source, Royal Chaos Star Source, by the way, Guardian Chimera this time, and Light and Darkness Dragon Lord. Wow, talk about seeing Brandon the most when it comes to versus team fusion. And then for the spiciest Primite Dark Magician Azamina, you got 2 Dark Magician Red Eyes, 2 Droll, 3 Magician Souls, King of the Swamp Glossed Out, Magician's Rod, 2 Ash, Ghost Spell, 3 of them, 2 of which are alt arts, and in the Ash, again, 2 of them, both are alt arts. 3 Primite Dragon Etherbarrow, Dark Magician Girl, 2 Diabell Star, Timaeus, Nibiru, 2 Illusion of Chaos, Traps, 3 Imperm, the only trap, Spells, 2 Preparation, Fusion Substitute, Glossed Out Tactics Talent, Sinful Spoils of Subversion Snake Eye, Glossed Out Hollow Azamina, Primite Fuse, Glossed Out Deception of the Sinful Spoils, 3 Primite Lordly Load, Super Poly, 2 Soul Servant, Secrets of Dark Magic, Royal Wanted, Primite Roar, 2 Drill Beam, Sinful Spoils of the White Forest, and then extra that consists of Mud Dragon of the Swamp, Garura, Azaminas, Elia Sylvia, Mu Ursilago, Saw Erisithon, and you also got Saint Azamina, along with Moa Regina, Dark Magicians, that would be Dark Magician the Dragon Knight, the Dark Magicians, 2 Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, Master of Chaos, Dragon Master Magia, and then you also got the Primite Dragon Nether Brazilius, and Guardian Chimera. Quite the spice. Let's see some great action with this. And with his hand going first, kinda awkward, but we'll live with it. Set and pass. Timaeus, send the DMG, hit over Kitty Tail getting Rescue Cat, and pass. Real normal Rescue Cat, getting Ashed, and pass. Oh, Kitty Catty from hand, now we pass. Prep, getting Illusion, getting Dark Magician, you know, the worst part is, in a 48 card deck or something like that, one of Subversion, by the way, that is such the worst. Simplified game state. Now, this is where the annoying part comes in on this unique interaction. Santa Claus and Wind Up Kitten. Now, Santa Claus, he's basically a kaiju, nothing more, nothing less. And then when it comes to Wind Up Kitten, however, once while face up, you can target one monster your opponent controls, kick it back to the hand. And because Santa Claus goes back to my hand, anytime we see super heavy problematic stuff, we got Santa Claus and Wind Up Kitten good to go. Sheepy the Dragoon for Santa Claus, Merry Christmas, Wind Up Kitten real normal, and I'm going to take my Santa Claus back to poke for 800. Free summon Puppy Doggy and pass. Illusion, getting souls. Souls for Dark Magician. Puppy Doggy, Sinful Spoils of the White Forest. Master of Chaos. There were arguments for the e-telly about the choices between Calentosa and or Puppy Doggy. The problem was, if I was going to kill off Master of Chaos, this enables to get any spell of any kind from grave to hand. So to circumvent this, for Puppy Doggy's ability, instead of Calentosa, Wallaby the Kangaroo is the way to go. Master of Chaos for Dragoon, aka the Sorcerer, Wallaby the Kangaroo for Fanny Foxy and Pony Horsey. Now this is where the infamous loop of a grind game comes in. Pony Horsey enables to get one level 2 or lower beast from grave to hand, so if for whatever the reason Wind Up Kitten hits the grave, this is where Pony Horsey is going to bring back Kitten from grave to hand, and it makes it so that the once while face up ability ends up reset button at any given point. Master of Chaos over Wind Up Kitten, Pony Horsey, grab the Kitten, Fanny Foxy, special Wallaby the Kangaroo from hand, and let it hit the graveyard. Sheepy the Sorcerer for Santa Claus, real normal Wind Up Kitten, bring it back, and you just got Merry Christmas 3 separate times. Pony Horsey, Fanny Foxy, Puppy Doggy, all free special, draw one from Santa, pass back to opponent. Real normal Ether Barrel, Puppy Doggy. Now we are getting Calentosa the Bunny, just to kill off Lorly Load. Ether Barrel kill off Wind Up Kitten. And initially, this ends up being a infinite loop of sorts, as Primite, Dark Magician, Azamina scoops. And last but not least, with this hand, hit and miss. So, full bloom just because, and one set. Real normal Keeper of Dragon Magic. Discard Fusion Deployment just to get Imperm. Fusion Deployment, he has another one anyway. For Red Eyes this time. 18, 24. And pass. Real normal Wind Up Kitten. Effect Veiler. Tactics Talent. Figure out draw 2 extra cards. And with the top deck of Vernusylphs, Flourishing Hills, and Misting Seedlings, we already real normal Wind Up Kitten. It's game within 4 summons, so Wind Up Kitten was already number 1. Flourishing Hills, discard Kitty Cat. That's summon number 2 of Flourishing, return Keeper. Misting Seedlings, discard Vera. Getting Flowering Fields. Vera is summon number 3. Melffy tag. Reborn Kitty Cat, that's summon number 4. Take the Red Eyes. And that is 4 summons under Nibiru. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the showcase of Vernusylph Melffy for Team XZ. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and hit that notification bell to keep yourself constantly updated. And we'll catch you guys in the deck profile, the XZ version of Vernusylph Melffy.